please stand and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, thanks for everyone coming out this morning. We're at the part of the agenda for public comment. All right, hearing none, I'll request the minutes from the July 8th meeting. We have the minutes before us. I'll entertain a motion.
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes from the July 8th meeting.
I'll second the motion for approval.
We have a motion and a second. All those in favor with aye?
Aye.
Aye.
BC, personnel items.
Yes, I have a few items for the board this morning. For information, we have the following retirement/resignations. First one from David Kemp in the probation department, probation officer, effective 8/8/25. Jessica Field from full-time clerk in the Personnetary and Clerk of Courts office, effective 7/22/25. Alexandra Long, court monitor, effective 7/25/25. Jennifer Blizzard, part-time clerk, Personnetary's office, effective 8/6/25. Sayan Losinger, family services, effective 8/7/25. We also have for information of the hire of Jessica Field back, part-time clerk, Personnetary Clerk of Courts office at $14.50 per hour with no benefits, effective 7/30/25. Also for information, we have a transfer of Marina Boyce from Family Services to Judicial Line Staff and Probation at $14.33 per hour with benefits, effective 7/14/25. The first item I have for approval would be the hire of Shelby Rush as our Specialized Services Youth Program Manager and Family Services at the rate of $50,624 per year with benefits.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second motion for approval.
We have a motion and a second for approval. All those in favor with aye?
Aye.
Next item I have for approval for hire is Stephanie Hansen, Staff Relations Coordinator, at the rate of $48,464 per year with benefits.
I'll make motion for approval for the hire.
I'll second it.
We have a motion and a second for hire. All those in favor with aye?
Aye.
Next item for approvals for hire for Patricia Waddles, ongoing caseworker 2 at Family Services at $21.11 per hour with benefits.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second the motion.
We have a motion and a second for approval. All those in favor with aye?
Aye.
Aye.
The next item I have, approval of promotion for Samantha Bryan to Drug and Alcohol Case Management Supervisor at the rate of $41,600 per year with benefits.
I'll make motion for approval.
I'll second that.
We have a motion and a second. All those in favor with aye?
Aye.
Next item I have is approval of transfer of Christine Connell from foster care caseworker 2 to screener caseworker at the rate of $20.84 per hour.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second the motion.
We have a motion and a second for approval. All those in favor with aye?
Aye.
Aye.
And the last item that I have is employment offer withdrawn for Dustin Sherman, ongoing caseworker 1 and Family Services.
And I'll make motion for approval.
I'll second it.
We have a motion and a second for approval. All those in favor with aye?
Aye.
Aye.
Next up is to formally accept the bid from Glenn Hopbaker, which was opened at the last month's meeting for the Cuyahoga County Bridge projects.
And this was the low bid.
This was the low bid.
And we're using Act
This-
54 liquid fuel funding
Yes.
for this.
I'll make motion for approval for this, accept the bid from Glenn Hopbaker.
I'll second that.
We have a motion and a second to approve the bid. All those in favor with aye?
Aye.
Aye.
Next is the Blossburg Volunteer Ambulance Association had written to the board with some shortfalls that they were coming up for replacement of equipment, and they were asking if there was funding available. And I believe we have two, yes, yeah, we have two folks here from the ambulance.
Yeah, I mean, is there anything you guys want to say specifically to the request?
Do you want me just to read the letter?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. The Bluffsburg Volunteer Ambulance Association reviews the life of its existing equipment no less than annually. During our review this year, it has come to our attention that we need to replace 2 stretchers for the ambulances by October 2025. The existing stretchers will no longer be covered under warranty at the end of the year, and they are well beyond their 20-year life expectancy, with them being in active service for 20 years. Stretchers, as you can imagine, are not cheap, as you will see from the attached quote we received. The Ambulance Association has had recent expenditures to re-chassis and to refurbish the oldest ambulance, which cost $200,000. In addition, the ambulance and fire department are paving the parking lot at the fire hall this year. This work will cost approximately $100,000. These 2 expenditures, along with another $90,100 for stretchers, is out of our budget for this year. We are reaching out to you to request a donation in an amount you deem reasonable toward the purchase of the urgently needed replacement stretchers. If you have any questions regarding this request for stretchers, please do not hesitate to contact us. I will be more than happy to meet with anyone to answer any questions and concerns you may have. Thank you for your attention to this matter. Your donation will be greatly appreciated. The total cost for 2 stretchers, $186,667.88. And I do have the breakdown if anybody wishes to see it.
Have you guys applied for any funding to help offset this cost, or?
Yes, we sent letters to other agencies. We have heard back some. The $100,000 that we used for the resurfacing of First Citizens Community Bank did help us do that. The stretchers, we got the notice like beginning of spring, and no one was aware of the fact that we had to do them. Stryker actually makes contracts with you to repair them. We can call them, and within 24 hours, if it's reasonable because of weather, et cetera, they can be there to help. But that's at a cost, and that's what they were refusing to do if we use the older stretchers.
For your question on other seeking other funding, we have other resources. We send letters out to the financial, like the banks, and to the businesses, and to like the gas well industry, Ward Manufacturing. We have received some small amounts, like $1,000, $5,000. The townships also has donated money. We got like 5,000 for Lost Township.
I don't really know. Last night at the meeting, they said we had upwards of $10,000 that had been
Yeah,
donated.
it had been donated so far. So we are looking at other avenues, trying to improve.
How would you come up with the funding? Like, I mean, do you have a plan?
I think our plan right now is try to get just one cot to keep us up to par, and just service the other ones and come out of our pocket maybe. I don't know how. I did talk to the service guy, and for them to come service without a contract, like $160 an hour from the time he leaves his place to gets there, and then another $150 an hour while he's working on it. So, plus the cost of the parts. So it's not a cheap thing that we have to forego.
Yeah. So, of course, I know how hard you all work, Bluffsburg Ambulance Association, and you guys are always turning over every rock you can to raise funds and do everything you can. Yeah, we want to be good partners, and we want to help where we can. Unfortunately, that is a lot of money, and we can't quite help you out that much. But I would make a motion to Act $13 to donate $25,000 to the Bluffsburg Ambulance Association for helping get closer to their goal for their stretchers.
Yeah, I mean,
Would that help you guys?
Yeah, very much appreciated. Yeah, very much.
yeah, for me, it's definitely enlightening to see the numbers behind these type of things. We say volunteer all the time, and it's not free to do what we're, it costs a lot of money to save lives, keep people safe in our county, so I'll second the motion for $25,000 for Blossburg Ambulance Company.
All right, we have a motion and a second. All those in favor with aye?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you for coming out.
Thank you
very
for
much.
having us.
Okay. Okay, up next, request to use the green for the Dickens of the Christmas activities on Saturday, December 6th.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second the motion. My birthday.
All those in favor with aye?
Aye.
Aye.
Next up is the annual allocation that we do for different groups in the county. Tioga County Fair sent in a request for theirs for the $2,500. And that gets paid out of Act 13 as well.
I'll make a motion for approval.
I'll second it.
We have a motion and a second. All those in favor with aye? Aye.
Aye.
Next up is Resolution R 1325, authorizing basically just it's a request for grant funding. That's a better way to put it.
All right, Resolution R 1325, be it resolved that the Tioga County Board of Commissioners hereby request a multimodal transportation fund grant of $1,813,012 from the Commonwealth Finance Authority to be used for the Wellsboro Bridge Replacement Project. Be it further resolved that the applicant does hereby designate Mark Rice, Commissioner, and Jen Cochran, Assistant Chief Clerk, as the officials to execute all documents and agreements between Tioga County and the Commonwealth Finance Authority to facilitate and assist in obtaining the requested grant. I, Janice Chamberlain, duly qualified Chief Clerk of Tioga County, hereby certify the foregoing is a true and correct copy of the resolution duly adopted by a majority vote of the Tioga County Board of Commissioners on August 12, 2025. I'll entertain a motion.
Make the motion to approve.
I'll second the motion for approval.
Motion and a second. All those in favor with aye?
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
Aye.
Again, the county's partnering with Wellsboro Borough to replace 2 decks on bridges at Queen and Pearl. So we are excited about this. Going forward, we are going to work with other municipalities, prioritize municipal infrastructure that needs work in our community, and then go after these state and federal dollars to improve the infrastructure in Tioga County. So thank you, gentlemen.
Next up is Resolution R 1425, and it is extremely long, but basically the county is going to go with Benecon, Pennsylvania County's Health Insurance Purchasing Cooperative, for health insurance for our employees. It's at a cost savings to the counties and the employees.
Well said.
What can you say?
Thank you. Yes. I'll entertain a motion to adopt Resolution R 1425.
I'll make a motion to approve that resolution.
I'll second it.
We have a
This will be
motion-
effective January 1st.
We have a motion and a second. All those in favor with aye?
Aye.
Aye.
Up next is a proposal from Dean Appraisal Service to do a commercial appraisal on the 2 buildings over in Mansfield on St. James Street.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second the motion for approval.
We have a motion and a second for approval. All those in favor with aye?
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
Next up is a renewal agreement with Richard McCoy, who is our Title 4D attorney for domestic relations.
Is John here?
I thought he was going to be here. He was in before. But Richard McCoy has been their attorney for
Yeah.
as long as ever since we started.
Ever since Lynn retired.
Yeah, a long time, so.
Yeah.
I'll make a motion for approval for the attorney's renewal.
Yep, I'll second it.
We have a motion and a second for approval. All those in favor with aye?
Aye.
Aye.
We gotta sign that one, don't we?
That one, no, you
Not
can't.
this one?
That
Okay. You can
you
sign
can
it.
sign it. Next up are 2 change orders for Glenn Hawbaker for the trailhead location. One is for the playground that's about to go in to make it ADA accessible. And the other one was a decrease to the cost of the contract due to deleting a subgrade stabilization.
Jen, anything you'd like to add to that?
So really, it's still all within the same realm of the original grant that we had for the site development. And when we got into building the playground, and we're working with getting the permitting and stuff, some changes had to be made to make that ADA accessible. So we worked with Hawbaker. It is two separate change orders, but really they almost kind of just balance each other out. But no additional funds will be spent.
But it is, between these two, there's a decrease in about $6,400.
Yes.
I'll entertain a motion.
My motion for approval for both change orders.
Yes.
I'll second it.
We have a motion and a second to approve both change orders. All those in favor with aye?
Aye.
Aye.
Next up is a request to ratify the tentative agreement for bargaining between Tyler County AFSCME, which covers the Tyler County Prison Corrections Officers.
Yep, I'll make the motion for approval.
I'll second motion for approval.
We have a motion and a second for approval. All those in favor with aye?
Aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. We don't need to sign this, right? This doesn't need our signature.
I don't think there's a place on there for signature. I don't think so, no. We just have to approve it, then she'll send us something. Next up is an updated Tioga County Emergency Operations Plan for approval.
All right, I'll entertain a motion for approval.
I'll make a motion for approval of the new emergency operations plan.
I'll second it.
By way of discussion, anything you would like?
I'm gonna
Look at
give this to
that.
Howard. simply
Anything
because
you'd like to add, Howard?
Yeah, the new operation plan, we went through, we reviewed, we have to review after any disasters or major exercises. It's been streamlined to be more mission goal and objective oriented. And it also includes several 30 annexes and operation plans depending on the hazard that go in line to support that. So it's just basically, we brought everything back together after we reviewed what happened after the flood.
Thank you for that work.
Thank you. All right, we have a motion and a second. All those in favor with aye?
Aye.
Next up is a lease agreement between the county and the outlets for use of a right-of-way on their property for a radio tower.
Yep, I'll make that motion.
I'll second the motion. So it's for 50 years and the renewal, okay.
By way of anything you would like to add, Lisa? to that?
So yeah, this is an existing lease that we had previously, which was signed with the former owner, Arnold Rawson, had signed it 50 years ago. We're coming to the end of that lease. And this is the update to that. We are looking at repositioning the tower that's up there. The tower is also almost at the 50-year mark, which means it is to the point that it's going to have to be replaced. And in preparation for that, we wanted to make sure that our lease was done in good accord with the landowner so that for the next foreseeable future, we're in good shape for that. So this is just the lease with the landowner.
All righty, thank you. We have a motion and a second. All those in favor with aye?
Aye.
Next up is a memorandum of understanding between Clinton, Potter, and Tioga counties to form a council of governments for the North Central Regional ATV Trail.
Make a motion for approval.
I'll second it.
By way of discussion, this just, talks about goes through the terms of creating an MOU, how the initial financing is going to work to create the NRAD Council of Government. We are excited about this partnership with Potter and Clinton County. So we have a motion and a second. All those in favor with aye?
Aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Next up is an agreement with Gabriel Farah for solicitor services for the new Council of Governments being created.
So moved.
I'll second.
We have a motion and a second to approve. All those in favor with aye?
Aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Next up, is from Larson Design Group, professional services for flood debris estimates in Deerfield Township.
I'll entertain a motion.
I'll make a motion for approval.
I'll second it.
We have a motion and a second. By way of discussion, we contracted with Larson Design Group to assist us in continuing to catalog the debris along the Kauneski River to apply to Pima for additional funding to get some of that cleaned up. I don't know if there's anything you want to add. I don't want to, you know more about it.
No, not really. You know as much as I do.
But, you know, we are encouraged that they could come out short notice and help us. I think Pima gave us like 3 days to put together a grant application, so they dispatched 2 crews to our community very quickly. Found some work that we thought would qualify for FEMA and Pima funding, and I think we just recently got an update around that. Maybe a couple $1 million might be available if it all gets approved.
Yeah, pending approval and, meeting the criteria.
Right. So we are continuing to work for that, or work on that cleanup, and really thankful that Larson Design Group could get dispatched so quickly to help us out. So we have a motion and a second for approval. All those in favor with aye?
Aye.
Aye.
Next up is a proposal from Larson Design for the annual maintenance of our 3 county
Inspection,
dams
maintenance, yeah.
inspection. Mhm.
I'll entertain a motion.
I'll make the motion.
I'll second the motion.
We have a motion and a second for approval. All those in favor with aye?
Aye.
Next is a proposal for new LVT flooring downstairs in the 2 IT offices. There was a flood not long ago and the water seeped in and the carpets are dry, but they're
I'll make a motion for approval.
not okay.
I'll second the motion.
We have a motion and a second for approval. All those in favor with aye?
Aye.
Aye.
Next up is a Aspire what is it? Aspire Technology Partners. They are going to provide this duo multi-factor identification that all employees have to sign into when they go onto our county computers. It used to be run through a CCAP program. Our IT director was contacted by Aspire, same service, much cheaper. So we're
I
going to go
like
with
it.
them.
Yep, super thankful to Eric and the IT guys. Keep us safe and secure, and look at the bottom dollar. So appreciate that, Eric. I'll entertain a motion.
Make a motion for approval.
I'll second the motion.
We have a motion and a second for approval. All those in favor with aye?
Aye.
Next up are the Tioga County real estate refunds. There's a couple from Westfield and then Wellsboro Borough has the bulk of them.
I'll entertain a motion.
I'll make the motion.
I'll second the motion for approval.
Josh, anything by way of discussion you'd like to add?
As far as the Wellsboro Borough refunds, those were all in accordance with the pilot agreement with UPMC that was previously approved by the board. So just reflects the adjustment for the 2025 tax year.
Alrighty, thank you. We have a motion and a second for approval. All those in favor with aye?
Aye.
Aye.
Next up for the Department of Human Services, they're listed under agendas, the 46 agreements.
I'll entertain a motion.
I'll make the motion for approval.
I'll second the motion for approval.
We have a motion and a second for approval. All those in favor with aye?
Aye.
Aye.
Next is for information only, July payroll and benefits and accounts payable.
All right, we are at the time of our agenda for public comment. Joy?
I just have a question about the ATV solicitor. Is that just for Tioga County or do you share with others?
Yeah, so that, part of the MOU is that all costs to set up the COG is going to be split between the 2 counties. So Potter, Tioga, and Clinton are going to split all, I'm sorry, 3 counties. Potter, Tioga, and Clinton are going to split all the costs. Yeah.
So who gets billed then? Does the bills come?
So we're going to get billed, we're going to actually be the treasurer for the COG until it gets set up. So everything's going to run through us. We probably should have told the treasurer.
So everything's gonna go through Tioga County, and then is there a fee that they're charging, or is it just when we use them?
Chris, there's a fee associated with, it's $8,500 to provide all of the initial setup documents for, to create the COG, like articles of incorporation, bylaws, set up the 501c3 status, all of those documents.
So Tioga County is gonna be the head person that's gonna handle everything?
Yeah, the other 2 counties are gonna, at their meetings this month, they're gonna take action to cut us a check for $5,000.
Okay.
And then we're gonna take in the money and pay the bills to get the COG set up.
Will there be a special account, or is it gonna fill through Act 13?
No, it'll be a special account.
Has to be.
We're gonna leave that up to the treasurer because she's the professional here.
Okay, thank you.
Yep, thank you. Any other public comments? All right, hearing none, the next meeting for the Tioga County Board of Commissioners is scheduled for September 9th. In Commissioner news, we would like to share that, one of the first funding sources available to do some stream work in our community was the EWP money, Emergency Watershed Protection Funding. I believe the county submitted in partnership with the Conservation District and landowners along the streams 15 applications to EWP. They were awarded. I think 70 or 75% of that was federal funding and 25% came from DEP. We are happy to get that over the finish line, and the work is getting done. There's a stream a section of stream close to a home in Knoxville as well as Potter Brook that had recently been completed. So we are excited to get out there and see this work over the next couple weeks. We will highlight some of the work that the Conservation District is getting done over there. And again, this is the first pot of money that was available to do some stream work, and we're seeing it hit the ground. So we're excited about protecting some of those homes over in the valley. And to qualify for this EWP funding, the stream had to be within 50 feet of your home. So in some of these instances, the stream had eroded the bank up to like 20 feet. So again, super excited to protect the homes with some stream bank stabilization projects. There's anything else you guys want to add?
No, yeah, I just want to say thank you to all our partners, everybody that's helped us do all this work, and it is a ton of work, and there's so many moving pieces, and I think I feel bad a lot of times that it's taken as long as it has, to actually get in the stream and start doing work, and government moves slow, and you think that once we're in there, it won't move slow. Yeah, well, guess what? It's just wonky. It's just really hard to get everything in a timely fashion. Of course, I just want to say that I really appreciate the community's patience, especially over in the valley where they were hit the most, and promise we're doing what we can every day.
Yeah, it's crazy to think a year ago, August 9th, we were over in the valley trying to clean up from this, and we had thought the recovery was going to go much faster, to be honest with you. I mean, I thought, and it's really going to take a long time to get back to where we were before the flood, but yeah, we are working on it. We're excited about the opportunities that are coming through the EDA and FEMA and PEMA, and we're going to continue to work every angle with Lisa and Marty and our township supervisors. Holland Hill Bridge had been closed a few weeks ago, and they're working to reconstruct that, and we are hopeful that FEMA would still reimburse them for that project. So there is really a lot going on with the cleanup, but it's taken a long time, unfortunately. So.
And there's still lots that we were over there. And I will say that, you know, we drove through Westfield last week with Representative Owlett, and going through there, a lot of it, you know, you could feel that how far they've come. You know, there was a lot of homes that you would have never known. But then there's still some blight housing. One home that was knocked right off its foundation is in a pile that's still sitting there in a pile a year later. It's like, you know, that's stuff like that gets a little discouraging. But I will say a success story that was the Agway over there. That place was jacked up. I mean, they had,
4 feet of water.
it was this deep of water in there. You could see the line. And it was heartbreaking to see, you know, the store owners going through that. And you go by there today, it's got under new ownership. There was farmers leaning on the tailgate of the pickup truck talking, and you know what I mean? You saw the commerce again, and so that's encouraging. They're definitely resilient over there.
All right, we will adjourn the commissioners meeting and enter into the Tioga County Salary Board. Any comments at this time? Hearing none, I'll request a motion to approve the minutes from the July 8th meeting.
I'll make a motion.
I'll second motion for approval.
We have a motion and a second for approval. All those in favor with aye?
Aye.
We just have a few items this morning. First up, we have Howard Rutledge, EMA Planner, Deputy EMC, increase of $1 per hour for receiving his County Staff Associate certification from FEMA. I'll make that motion.
Second motion.
We have a motion and a second for approval. All those in favor with aye?
Aye.
We'd like to take a minute right now and recognize Howard. Lisa, do you want to come up and you want to tell everybody kind of what this is and what Howard went through to obtain this?
How many hoops he had to jump through to attain this. So Howard is our Deputy Emergency Management Coordinator. He has attained his County Staff Associate Certificate, which is a very hard to attain certificate. There is a lot of work. There's a whole gamut of classes that Howard had to participate in and a whole bunch of hoops that he needed to jump through in order to get this. And I'm very proud of how hard he worked to do it and the time frame that he did it in. He did it pretty quickly compared to what a lot of folks do. Some of these classes involve traveling to get them. They're not all locally available. So thank you, Howard, for your hard work and your dedication to emergency management. And come up and receive your.
Yeah, on behalf of the Board of Commissioners, we want to thank you as well. You always stand with your hand up and ready to do anything, so we appreciate that. Thank you.
Yours to hold, not mine.
I carried it here. Here, we'll switch in the middle here.
I feel so short.
You are.
Thank you so much.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
We mentioned Lisa and Marty a bunch when we talk about the flood and the recovery, but Howard has been a big part of that as well. From working in the EOC the day of the flood to weeks on end over in the valley in the small trailer. Howard answers the call anytime, day or night. So thank you for your commitment to county government and emergency management. Responsibilities that you have and taking it to the next level. So thank you so much.
Yeah, Howard's one of the talented people that we have in this county that really don't get enough credit, honestly. And through that whole disaster, there wasn't one day that he wasn't there ready to do whatever needed done. And that it was hot in that little trailer too. But there was it's great to see, you get the recognition that you deserve, Howard. We appreciate you. I mean that.
Yeah, he showed up day in, day out. He was over there 2 weeks ago, I think, or 3 weeks ago, walking the river. Still, logging stuff. So, has given countless hours towards the county and the efforts for the debris cleanup and whatnot. So, thank you, Howard. Appreciate it.
The next item we have is to reclassify the full-time voter registration clerk position to a part-time position at $16 per hour with no benefits.
I'll make a motion for approval.
I'll second that.
We have a motion and a second by way of conversation. You know, there was 3 full-time positions in there, but when we made some changes, we feel that maybe a seasonal, maybe 4 or 5 weeks around the primary, 4 or 5 weeks around the general, and then kind of as needed throughout the year. Is that what we're?
Yeah, as like a part-time, like kind of standby type position.
All right.
So if you know anybody, spread the word.
Yeah.
All right, we have a motion and a second for approval. All those in favor with aye?
Aye.
Next up, we have a creative position. This would be for an intake caseworker 1, first responder position at Family Services at $18.30 per hour with benefits.
I'll make that motion.
A second.
We have a motion and a second for approval. All those in favor with aye?
Aye.
Aye.
We will adjourn salary board and enter the Tioga County Retirement Fund Board. Public comments. Hearing none, we have the minutes from the July 8th meeting. I'll entertain a motion.
I'll make a motion.
I'll second.
We have a motion and a second for approval. All those in favor with aye?
Aye.
Aye.
Next up is payment to Corn Ferry for July 2025 actuarial services.
I'll entertain a motion for approval.
I'll make that motion.
We have a motion.
I'll second motion.
We have a motion and a second. All those in favor with aye?
Aye.
Aye.
Next up is CNN's July 2025 management fee.
I'll make the motion for approval.
I'll second the motion.
We have a motion and a second for approval. All those in favor with aye?
Aye.
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 Next up is Corn Ferry sent notice that they are no longer going to provide actuarial services for public pension plans. So we are going to take on with Foster & Foster to provide those mandated services for us, effective September 1.
And they're staying the same cost, I think, as Corn
They are
Ferry did.
Yes. Mhm.
Okay.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
We have a motion and a second. By way of conversation, you know, we met with 2 different providers. Foster & Foster seemed like the better option for us. Casey has a long-standing relationship with one of the guys that moved to Foster & Foster, so we have some comfort level there. And again, I can't highlight what Sam said enough. They're doing it for the same cost as what we were getting through Corn Ferry. So seems like a good move for us. We have a motion and a second for approval. All those in favor with aye?
Aye.
Aye.
And the rest is just for information of the board.
All right, we will adjourn the Tioga County Salary Board, and I'll turn it over to Sam.
All right, we will open up the Tioga County Elections Board. Any comments at this time for that? Seeing no comments, look for motion for approval of the minutes from the July 8th.
I'll make the motion for approval.
I'll second it.
A motion and a second, all in favor, vote with aye.
Aye.
Aye. And then information below there, kind of what's been going on in the office. Cindy's currently away at a training right now with Aaron, so they were able to be here today, but they're still moving and grooving, making stuff happen throughout this time, getting stuff refined, getting grants applied for, and moving forward for our general election in November. So, pending any conversation, we'll move to adjourn the elections board at this time.
I'll make the motion to adjourn.
Second.
You can adjourn.
Thanks everyone for coming.